Are we going into the summertime blues for housing? Let's talk about it on Today in Mortgages. Hey, what's up, Dreammakers? Welcome back to the show. We're talking about what's real, what's hype, and what you should actually be paying attention to out there in the world of mortgage and real estate news. Rich, you're back here with me again.
Back again.
I feel like it's only been a few weeks since you were
being
here.
in the
I appreciate you coming in. I know you're here doing some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Here at Corporate and Network Funding, you're talking to some loan officers, doing some good things, celebrating with some people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Love it.
You got to go out and buy some boots with one of our guys today.
Yeah, one of our guys, $9.5 million last month, and joined a boot club and gets to go pick out a new pair of boots.
I love it.
It was great.
Something we do here in Houston, Texas. So Rich is here today. That's the most exciting news ever out there, but there's other things going on that we're going to talk about. So today, a few things happened. We had some different numbers come out this week. The Fed Chair came out today and talked about some few things. We're recording this on Wednesday. So where do you want to start, Rich?
Well, Trump called Fed Chair Powell a stupid person today.
Stupid person.
So that was the first time I've heard that. I mean, he said something like that over. Basically, President Trump's trying to put some pressure on Fed Chair Powell to lower interest rates. I mean, he's got one of his other nicknames is Too Slow.
Yep.
I mean, he's got all kinds of nicknames for him, but he's pretty frustrated that the Fed Chair is not lowering. You know, it is a committee.
Right.
It's not just him. It just gavels and rates lowered. But, they voted to keep the rates the same, which makes total sense because the economy's still doing well, slowing a bit, but still doing very well. And the labor force, everybody's still working for the most part.
Yeah, Rich, so we'll talk real fast about some of the indicators there. So, we've seen pretty good inflation data over the past couple of months. Things are coming down, slowing down. That's where we want to be. But we have seen strong-ish labor data. We had some unemployment go up whenever we first had the tariff stuff come in. It's kind of leveled out, so it's not getting worse. So they're like, we don't know. We're going to wait and see. That's kind of the
as of today, the unemployment report, pretty good.
Yep.
Things are actually just kind of good.
Right.
Overall. So there's nothing tragic happening. It's more like the market is just more that dreaded word, uncertainty. There's just a lot of uncertainty around President Trump's policies, more in regards to the tariffs, but others. We've got a big spending bill, coming up, and there's some uncertainty around that. And the Fed just doesn't know how the market's going to digest that, what's going to happen. So, it's one of those things let's hurry up and wait.
Well, Rich, let me ask you this, because, maybe I don't know the answer to this question, but if, employment is strong, inflation's low, and interest rates are still high where they are now, will there ever be a reason without some sort of messiness entering the economy to actually lower rates, or will the Fed just say, hey, we're satisfied to keep them here, we're not really worried about creating economic growth through lowering interest rates? Will they just leave them there because that's not part of their mandate?
No, because it makes doing business more expensive.
Sure.
Right? Because the Fed rate just establishes what banks borrow overnight and pay each other. So that money, a lot of money, trillions exchange overnight. And so that's a lot of extra interest that, financial institutions are having to pay for their funds. So that just rolls down to the street in credit cards and car loans and mortgages and all that. So no, it will come down. In fact, Chairman Powell still talked about they anticipate 2 cuts this year. Whether we get 2 cuts or not, we don't know. It just depends on what unemployment, the labor force is what's happening. But that's President Trump's rub, is that other countries have already come down on their version of their Fed rate.
Right.
And that's what really irks him, and that's why the frustration, especially this morning in one of his pressers when they were putting up the flagpole, he really got into him. He was saying I've never heard of a president speaking to the press like this about somebody. So it was interesting. I don't think that bothers Fed Chair Powell much, but you can clearly see that President Trump is frustrated that the Fed rate is not being lowered.
Yeah. Well, Rich, let's move on to a couple of other things. You mentioned when we were talking earlier about housing starts, a couple of different indicators in that arena. Tell me what you've seen there and maybe what that means.
Yeah, if you've looked at builder confidence and buyer consumer confidence, they've been a little bit lower recently. So that's going to slow. If a builder isn't confident they have buyers because of elevated interest rates that are going to come in and buy those homes, they're going to slow construction. And that's just what we're starting to see. And I think maybe, come the end of summer, maybe September, we get our first Fed fund rate drop. That might, even though it's not like they drop rates and we see mortgage rates lower. Right. That's just not how it happens. It takes time. In fact, he could drop, the feds could drop at 100 basis points. We're not going to see a full % in interest rate reduction. That takes a long time. So sure. It'll take time for interest rates to come down, but just the confidence that it would bring to the market that interest rates are coming down. This is now, I feel more confident in going and buying or building a home. Yeah. Everything is around confidence. Sure. And certainty. Yeah. If people feel certain interest rates are going to come down, they're going to act now. All of that with everything. As if you know that things are more certain, you're going to feel more confident, meaning you're going to go out and buy that extra thing at the store. You're going to build a bigger home. Maybe you're going to build onto your existing home. That's when people start to loosen up and feel confident about the market. And that's what we're looking forward to.
Well, a bunch of indicators out there that we're all paying attention to. And so hopefully all these things can kind of level out, and I think they will. We just have to get through some of the nervousness that's in the marketplace right now. Rich, what else are you thinking about now as we kind of are going into the heart of summer?
I'm thinking we still have a lot of home buyers out there, right? People are still getting married, still getting jobs, still building families. Like, they're buying homes. Mm-hmm. Homes are being bought every single day right now. We just need to educate our people on how to go out and attract those buyers or make them feel more confident about the loan programs that are available to them today. But it's not like homes have stopped selling. There are a lot of homes being sold every single day right now. We just need to do our best to be in front of home buyers that are ready to buy now.
Yeah, Rich, I feel like I see so many times in the news and in headlines like the American dream's dead, you're never going to be able to afford a home. And I just hate that messaging.
It's terrible. I mean, we're just in a little pocket. This is a business cycle.
Right.
Like, we're going to be out of this business cycle. Everybody wants to own a home.
Sure.
No one wants to worry if your landlord's going to renew your lease or kick you out and bump your rent. Like, people don't want that. We want to own our property.
Right.
That's what proud Americans do.
The dream is still alive. It's still possible. There's right people, right programs out there. And so that's what we're all about, helping people connect to the right program here at Network Funding. And we have great loan officers that do that. If you're a loan officer out there and you're looking for the right company to get behind you with all the right tools, all the right programs, all the right technology, Rich can tell you all about that. So just reach out to him. We're going to link his information. Click the Grow link below to learn all about the best network in mortgages. Rich, final words today?
Yeah. Join.nflp.com. Check it out. Get a tour of Network Funding. Get a good understanding of what our values are. And I think you'll want to hear more about Network Funding. So
you want to work with Rich. He's the guy. He's the guy. All right. Well, thanks so much, everyone out there, for watching, listening. Thank you wherever you are. We appreciate you, and we will see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and/or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.